COM, or Component Object Model technology in the Microsoft Windows family of operating systems, enables software components to communicate. COM is used by developers to create reusable software components, link components together to build applications, and take advantage of Windows services. COM automation allows users to build scripts in their applications to perform repetitive tasks or control one application from another. vZoom is a COM-compliant application and thus provides a COM interface that may be used with any language or scripting tool that supports COM technology. There are essentially two elements involved in COM scripting with vZoom: COM objects and COM methods. A COM object in the case of vZoom is a network object that can be accessed via the vZoom COM server. A COM object is associated with an object hierarchy. This hierarchy must be used when accessing any vZoom COM object. Let's take a look at the vZoom object model or hierarchy. As an example, if one wishes to access the links in vZoom, the path to the links would be right arrow vzoom.net.links. The entire vZoom object model can be seen with the help of the Python console utility. To bring up the console, click Scripts, right arrow, vZoom add-in, right arrow, Python console. Various vZoom methods can be used interactively with the help of this console. Let's try a few elementary commands using the Python console. First, load up a version file in vZoom. To see the link numbers, type this command in the console: vzoom.net.links.getMulti@values, left bracket, number, right bracket. A Python list with indices in the first column and the actual link numbers in the second column will be returned. In the commands that we just executed, there are three essential elements. 1. The vZoom COM object, that is, vZoom netlinks. 2. The COM method or function, that is, getMulti@values, allowing the user to retrieve a specified link attribute. 3. The method or function argument number. Every COM method has a set of input arguments / variables and output variables. There are various COM methods available in vZoom. Therefore, covering all of these exhaustively is beyond the scope of this material. The aim is rather to make the user familiar with the basic skeleton of COM scripting. In the next section, we take a look at some COM scripting examples in an attempt to learn vZoom-COM by example. In this section, we will look at some examples of using COM automation in vZoom. First, we take a look at a simple example of calling and creating a vZoom instance from Excel VBA. VBA code may be written in the Excel VBA macro editor. Some COM examples are packaged with vZoom during installation and are available in the vZoom install directory in the COM examples subdirectory. In the examples directory, open the spreadsheet named createvzoom.xls. In this workbook, right-click the Sheet tab and select View Code. In the VBA project window, double-click Modules, then double-click Module 1. The code written in the module will appear. In VBA, the function for subroutine always starts with subfunction name and brackets and ends with the line end sub. To run the VBA subroutine, click the Play button. In this example, a vZoom object is created using createObject. Within createObject vZoom.vZoom.110 specifies the vZoom version. vZoom.graphic.showMinimized minimizes the vZoom window. Here, showMinimized is a method available in the graphic object within vZoom. MSGBox is a VBA function to display a message box, and vZoom.getCurrentLanguage returns the language that has been set in vZoom. Similarly, vZoom.versionNumber returns the vZoom version number. Lastly, set vZoom equals nothing removes or ends the vZoom instance, thereby terminating the program. In the next example, we see how to write a VBS script. The advantage of such scripts is that they may be called directly from the script menu in vZoom. In this simple script, we access the name attribute in a node. VBS scripts may be written in any standard text editor like TextPad or Notepad. First, we open Notepad and add a comment line. Start with a single quote and type in the comment line. Then, write a line in order to access the vZoom node object and retrieve its name. Then we put this information in a message box. Once the script has been written, save it with an extension, .vbs. Now, load a network in vZoom and call this save script by clicking Scripts, right arrow, Run Script File. Click OK on the message box. Finally, we create an example script in Python. In this example, we use the NumPy library in Python. Each library or module in Python contains functions for performing different tasks. In order to use any of the functions in these modules, the module must be first imported into the workspace by using the import command. Let us start with the Python script. vZoom consists of an internal console where Python commands can be executed. This console is called PyCrust. To start PyCrust, select Scripts, then vZoom Add-in, then Python Console. In this console, first type Import NumPy and press Enter in order to import the Python array manipulation library. Then type nodecap equals numpy.array outer bracket start vZoom dot net dot nodes dot get multi-at-values, inner bracket start, double quotes, cap PRT, end quotes, end inner bracket, end outer bracket. Then press Enter. This line will get all the node capacities of all nodes in the open network in a Python array named nodecap. Next, type nodecap in the console window and press Enter. You will notice that the array has two columns. Among these, the first column is vZoom internal reference index, and the second column is the actual value of capacity for a given node. Suppose we want to make the capacity of all the nodes in the network to be equal to 2500. We would need to do the following. Type nodecap, square bracket start, colon, comma, 1, end square bracket equal to 2500 in the console and press Enter. This will make all the rows of the first column of the array equal to 2500. In Python, a colon is a wildcard for all rows or columns, depending on where it is placed in the array referencing. The general referencing of arrays in Python is RC, or row column. Next, we set the capacities of all nodes in the network to 2500 using the array we just modified. To do this, type vZoom dot net dot nodes dot set multi-at-values, bracket start, quote, start cap PRT, end quote, comma, nodecap, end bracket, and press Enter. This will set the modified array nodecap in the capPRT attribute field of all the nodes in the network. Select Lists, Nodes in vZoom to check if the values were set correctly under the capPRT attribute. Alternatively, all of these commands may be saved using the Python editor or any other test editor with a .-py extension, and called from vZoom by clicking Scripts, Run Script, and opening the saved commands. In this way, scripting can be used to make routine tasks in vZoom quick, and also in cases where advanced calculations may be required for network attributes.